Hi guys, welcome back to Rugby Scrum Skills. So today we're going to have a look at a scrum from the recent Rebels v Reds game in the Super Rugby Australia. It's a scrum where the Reds were down to 7 men due to a yellow card to the Reds. So they actually did really well and they absolutely annihilated the Rebels scrum on this point. So what I've looked at is the breakdown of why it happened. The Rebels probably got a little bit slack thinking that they had a man advantage. But it also shows the importance of, even though you're a man down, is to take tight and strong even when you just scrummage against 7 guys. So I hope you like it. Feel free to subscribe to my channel to get my updates. Follow the links below. So I hope you enjoy. Thank you.
Okay, so here's the scrum in the Rebels v Reds game from Super Rugby from a couple of weeks ago. You'll notice here that the Reds are down to 7 men at their scrum, and that was due to a yellow card. Okay, but the Reds really dominate this, and they really attack it and just basically annihilate it. They end up getting a free kick out of it, so we'll play it in real time, and then we'll break it down for you. So let's run it as we go. Okay, and there's the free kick given by the referee. Okay, so we'll now go back to the start and we'll break this down for you so you can have a look. There's just some really intricate things in here that make this happen. First of all, we'll have a look at the angles of the front row. So you've got the Rebels loose head there, you've got the Reds tight head. Okay, so the tight head's trying to get in underneath the hooker, the loose head's trying to get in underneath the tight head. We've got this flanker is pushing to the outside, where this flanker is going to come straight through the middle here. Okay, this hooker here, he's concentrating on trying to get underneath the Reds hooker. Okay, so we'll now roll it through a little bit. Okay, so they're set now at the engagement. Okay, so just here you can see that white piece that you can see there, that is the headband that's on the Rebels loose head, and he's just struggling to get underneath Taniela Tupou there. The other thing that I note here is that this bind here, if you've watched any of my previous videos, this elbow needs to be up and in connection with the tight head, the bicep underneath the tricep. The tricep underneath the bicep of the tight head. Okay, so we've lost a little bit of connection there. Okay, and we go back to this angle. Okay, he's trying to get underneath, but Taniela Tupou's not letting him get underneath. So that just makes it really difficult for the loose head. So he's still fighting to get underneath there, and he's finally managed to get underneath, but he's had to work so hard that you can actually see here his body's now twisted. Okay, this shoulder here has now come down because he doesn't have that strong bind and that connection with his tricep on the bicep of the tight head. Okay, and we roll it through here. So now you just see just here the tight head for the Reds really drives through, and he's attacking this seam here between the loose head and the hooker, trying to get in underneath the hooker and make it unstable, and that's his job. So we roll it through. He's now getting through there, and if we look at our angles, okay, this flanker is not square, the loose head's not square, this lock, his head's starting to come up into that gap, so he's not pushing straight. The number 8's pushing across the scrum. The loose head, the tight head on the Rebel side is also his shoulders are starting to fall to the ground. Okay, the tight head for the Reds, he's still just driving through this connection. He's felt that there's a weakness there, so he's driving through that. And you see him now, at this point, because this tight head is driving through here, okay, the loose head's trying to wheel round on him, but what's happening is he's actually just wheeling out of the scrum. Okay, the lock is pushing him out of the scrum, and the flanker here is not holding him in the scrum. So Taniel has now sniffed some blood in the water, and he's just going to continue to drive through that space. And if you look here, the 6 for the Reds, he's now slipped up, and now he's putting pressure on the loose head as well. If we have a look here, okay, the 6 is now coming in here and now applying more pressure on the loose head, while Taniel is now trying to pull him down to the ground. And we roll it through. He's fighting, really trying to fight hard. Now the scrum's going backwards, this way. There's the 7. He's peeled straight off the scrum. That's under pressure. So now it's a 7v7. The tight head for the Rebels has started to stand up. The loose head for the Rebels is all out of shape. The flanker here is out of position. Okay, so they've really got no power pushing in the one direction. And then we just follow through. The Reds have stayed bound. Okay, this flanker's come off. Both flankers are both here, but they're both here. I don't know why. Okay, but the Reds are now moving forward, and they're pushing the Reds to the sideline, and it's right about now. The ball comes to the back, and the referee blows his whistle. Okay, so let's have a look here. The 9 for the Rebels, offside. 7 for the Rebels, not effective at the scrum time. Here's the number 8 now. He's just left the scrum. Okay. The loose head is not even in the scrum anymore. The flanker's not in the scrum anymore. The lock's not in the scrum anymore. So the only people that are left in this Rebels scrum is the hooker, the tight head, and the tight head lock. Okay, so they've just all lost their connection, and they're just getting driven backwards, which is a fair penalty when you look at it. So that's just the importance of getting a good setup and maintaining those connections as you go through.
Okay guys, I hope you got something out of that, and the importance of staying switched on even when you're an 8v7 man scrum. Okay, there's just a couple little things that didn't quite work for the Rebels there, but they improved as they went through, and they corrected what they needed to. So feel free to pass this on to anyone that you think may benefit from it. Again, thank you for watching. Feel free to subscribe to my channel to get my recent updates. Stay safe out there. Catch you next time.